The Department of Health, in collaboration with Soul City and Lovelife, is launching a family planning program aimed at addressing teenage pregnancy. Let's go back to my colleague, SABC News reporter Kamogelo Seekoei. Kamogelo?
Criselda, we are here in Bloemfontein at the Kopanong High School, of course, where the Department of Health, in partnership with the Department of Education, Soul City, as well as Childline and other partners, are hosting this program where they are actually educating young girls and young boys about contraceptives. We've seen them being taken to different discussion dialogues where they are talking about their health, where they are talking, actually they have been given the platform to be the ones who are talking about their lives, what they do when they are alone, when they are not at home. The department wanting to find out about what are the motivations that drive them to engage in sexuality at the ages that they are. We spoke earlier on to the Department of Health spokesperson who told us about the youth zone that actually is at the local clinics where young children or young people can actually go and get the services. We also spoke to a health expert who works with schools and who works with young people in schools about what are the challenges that young children get, especially when they fall pregnant. She spoke about rejection of young people, the fact that they face depression when they fall pregnant, the fact many of them are not able to handle pregnancies. They're not able to handle motherhood at that age. We've also been given statistics about how many of these young people actually fall pregnant. Shockingly, in the year 2024, there were 108 young girls between the ages of 10 and 14 who actually delivered babies. And when you look at the statistics for those who fall in the category of 15 to 19, that number went up to 5,049. There were also terminations that were reported, Criselda. So you can just imagine the situation, and of course the dire need for the department to actually engage in this kind of program to ensure that they educate young people. But I'm going to bring in a 15-year-old who is part of this program today, and we've just been talking to her about the kind of services that she has received from the department. She arrived here this morning, and as I mentioned earlier, there are a lot of mobile clinics that are offering different services. Just talk to us today about what services did you receive?
I received service from Free State Department of Health Mobile Clinic. The service I received was all about Implanon. The Implanon is something that we use to prevent pregnancy, and it helps a lot as teenagers to prevent from unwanted babies and unwanted pregnancy. The way it is inserted, they only insert it in your skin, and it stays for 3 years.
And did they actually explain to you before they inserted the implant on how it works and how you must handle it?
Yes, they explain how to handle it and the after effects of it. First, they say that it's either you're going to have a lot of menstruation during your menstruational cycle, or it's either you're going to have spotted blood, or you're not going to have blood at all. But then if ever you have a lot of blood, you can still go to a nearby clinic at your areas to get help there. Thank you.
So before this, have you ever been to a clinic to get a service, and what kind of service did you get at a clinic?
Yes, I was once at the clinic, actually at the doctor, to get a service about flu. They just got me in and checked everything, if ever I'm still good, and they gave me medication and injected me. Thank you.
Right. Thank you so much, Griselda. I'm going to bring in another learner who is actually a 17-year-old boy, also part of this program today. As I've mentioned before, that this is actually a program that is taking place for both young boys and young girls. Just talk to us about the services that you have received here today.
Today I received services for HIV testing from the Department of Health, and I went to test to check for my blood pressure in the bus there.
And today, I mean, I see that a lot of you are here. You were just here with your friends. Are you happy that the department is doing this kind of program for you?
Yes, because we don't know about our health statuses, so that is why the Department of Health came here, so that we can come and check our health statuses and what we can do about them.
Tell me, do you have a girlfriend?
Yes, I do.
And are you making sure that you and your girlfriend are safe?
Yes, we do. So when we use condoms when we have sex to prevent her from having a baby at a young age and us getting these diseases.
And the education about that, where exactly did you receive it?
I received it here at school, so that I can be able to have a knowledge about what must I do when I have sexual intercourse with a girl. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time. Griselda, these are the young people who are here at the Kopano High School here in Bloemfontein, just talking to us about the services that they are receiving from the Department of Health. Of course, Lifeline being here as well as Childline, just to make sure that they give these young learners a holistic service in terms of all the health issues that they might have. We heard earlier on from the health expert talking to us about the fact that a lot of them, when they get into a sexual activity, it is mainly because they face so much peer pressure, and in some instances you find that there are young people who actually do not want to take that step, but because of the pressure that they are facing from their friends, they end up doing so. So all the services that are here are actually to just assist young people, whether they are sexually active or not, to know what steps to take to protect themselves. Back to you, Griselda.
Kamogelo, thank you very much indeed for that update.